So you're thinking about making a move to Mississauga? That's cool. You're probably curious about which neighborhoods are the best to live in, right? Well, no worries, I've got your back. In this video, I'll fill you in on the top 5 neighborhoods in Mississauga that everyone's buzzing about. We'll talk about the safest spots and the friendliest areas for families and all that good stuff. Let's dive into it and let's explore together. Hey there, if you're new to my channel and you're curious about living in Toronto and the greater Toronto area, you have come to the right place. I'm Hasan, and for a good while now, I've been helping people just like you settle down in Ontario. As a real estate professional here, my goal is to make sure your move is as smooth as it can be in Toronto or the surrounding suburbs. So whether you're thinking of buying or selling your next home, whether it's happening in 10 days or even 100, feel free to reach out. All my contact details are right down below, and I'll be more than happy to help you. All right, today we are exploring Mississauga, Ontario. It's the largest and the most popular suburbs of Toronto. Did you know that the average price for a detached house here is an incredible 1.6 million? With about 750,000 residents, it's no surprise that this is lively and expanding city is attracting so many people. Located just 30 kilometers west of downtown Toronto and featuring Square One, Canada's second largest mall, is right here in Mississauga. Mississauga is ideal for families, singles, and couples. So let's dive into the very first neighborhood on our top 5 list, which is Lorne Park. Let's find out what makes it so unique. Welcome to Lorne Park, where it's all about that cozy charm and chill vibes on these beautifully tree-lined streets. This neighborhood in Mississauga is like an ultimate upgrade for your living situation. You'll find fancy homes, custom-built homes, beautiful cottages that are just dripping with luxury. Lorne Park is where you find the fancy Lorne Park estates filled with luxurious homes on prime lots for Mississauga's elite. But you know, living here ain't exactly budget friendly. A detached home averages around 3.5 to 4 million, and if you're dreaming of a sweet waterfront spot, you're thinking about 5 million here. But if you're happy just enjoying these beautiful lake views, you can find something a bit more modest for around even 2 million. So let's dive in and check out what makes Lorne Park so special. One awesome place around here is the Jack Darling Park. This place is buzzing with activity cause there's beach, picnic area, playground for the kids, and even a splash pad to cool off in. And the best part is it's right here all in Lorne Park. This neighborhood is just like a hidden gem nestled in quite family-friendly areas surrounded by beautiful waterfronts, ravines, and parks. It's the perfect escape from the hustle and bustle of city life. And if quality education is what you're after, then Lorne Park is known for having the best schools in Mississauga. From elementary to high school, you'll find top rankings institutions like Lorne Park Primary School, Whitehorse Primary School, and New Tecumseh Primary School right here in this neighborhood. If you're focusing on commuting from Lorne Park, it's pretty easy to get around. If you got your own wheels, you have got direct access to Highway QEW, to Southdown Road and Mississauga Road, and you're good to go. But if driving is not your thing, no worries at all. There's a Claxon GO station nearby on the Southdown Road. Just hop onto the train and you'll find yourself in downtown right at Union Station, Toronto, in just about 30 minutes. How convenient is that, right? So in Lorne Park, you've got a mix of old and new houses. Some are custom built or newly built, while others have been around for a while. It's cool to see all these different houses style as you walk around in this neighborhood. And each house comes with a big piece of land, which is pretty cool. So if you're into fancy living, then Lorne Park is the place to be, because it's all about luxury here with fancy houses and a cozy vibe that attracts those looking for the best. Now on to our next top neighborhood, we have Port Credit. It's all about its lively vibes, tons of shops, stunning waterfront views. Let's dive in and see what makes Port Credit so special. Okay, I'm excited to introduce the second spot on our top 5 list, which is Port Credit. This neighborhood is sitting along Lake Ontario has really stolen hearts of many. It's like the ultimate spot for anyone looking to live their best life. It has lots of shops, services, and fun things to do. There's never a dull moment here. And you know what's so cool? There's been a ton of new buildings happening lately. It's like everywhere you turn around, there's another sign for new construction or plan for some cool development. So it's also got this green spaces perfect for chilling out or having fun with your family. Let me tell you about two awesome parks right here, which is Port Credit Memorial Park and J.C. Saddington Park. These spots have tons of space to roam around and enjoy nature, basically, especially near the waterfront. And you know what's really cool about Port Credit? It's all about the natural photography. It's right on the shores of Lake Ontario, as mentioned, with the Credit River falling through the downtown. That means there's a plenty of activities to dive into, like fishing, kayaking, canoeing, or even stand-up paddleboarding. And hey, even when it's chilly in winter, you can still have a blast with ice skating on the Credit River. How awesome is that, right? So if you're curious about schools in Port Credit, they have got some really great options for your kids. If you're thinking about private schools, you have got Mentor College and Blith Academy. They cater to students of all ages. And for public schools, there's Forest Avenue Public Schools and Port Credit Secondary School, among others. Port Credit Secondary School even scored an 8 out of 10 from Fraser Institute, which ranks school based on things like test scores. So you know your kids can actually get a quality education right here in Port Credit. Now getting around Port Credit is super convenient, with the trains run frequently to Hamilton or Toronto's Union Station, taking about 35 minutes to downtown. And you have got this Port Credit Go Station, which is a hub for commuters connecting to MyWay buses for local travel. So easy, isn't it, right? So if you're considering moving to Port Credit, you'll find all kinds of homes here, from cute cottages to sleek condos with amazing views. It's a real mix that shows how Mississauga is growing and changing. Along the waterfront, there are lots of new townhouses and condo buildings popping up. You'll still spot some classic brick houses too, although some have been replaced by newer fancy homes just like this one. The average detached house can go for around 1.4 to 1.5 here, but if you want something super fancy, you might be looking at around 1.8 to 2 million. Semi-detached is around 1.2 here, which is a little bit affordable. And if you're eyeing on a condo, it's around 600K to 650. The townhouses sits anywhere from 1.1 million here. Whether you're dreaming of living the waterfront or cozying up in a heritage home, Port Credit's got options for everyone. So if you're really into the charm of Port Credit with its pretty waterfront and lively community vibe, then you're gonna be all about what this place has to offer. It's seriously got everything you could want for a great quality of life, no matter how old are you. Whether you're into cool shops, the awesome schools, or the easy ways to get around, Port Credit is a spot. Moving on to the next top neighborhood, we have Mineola, which is well known for its beautiful streets lined with tall trees, and it's famous for its big lovely houses sitting on large pieces of land, making it a great place for families. Come along and let's explore what makes it really remarkable. So here I am driving through one of the most exclusive neighborhoods in Mississauga. This area that I'm in right now is in Mineola. It's like the hidden gem with the big beautiful houses sitting on spacious lot. As you stroll through its street, you'll be greeted by winding roads lined with tall pine and oak trees, giving the area a lush forested vibe. It's all about nature here, with parks and Lake Ontario nearby, and the vibe totally laid back and great for families here. So if you're all about art, you gotta check out Visual Arts Mississauga over Riverwood Park Lane. They've got some really cool art classes both for kids and adults. And if you need to do a bigger shop or just want to do some exploring, Mississauga City Center is just a quick drive. Now if you're into hiking or just want to enjoy some nature, there's this awesome hiking trail called Kothra Woods Interpretive Trail. It's right from the Carmen Corbasan Community Center. You can learn all kinds of cool stuff about the plants, animals, and wetlands in the area while you're there. Oh, and speaking of the Carmen Corbasan Community Center, it's a pretty cool spot with lots to do. They've got some indoor walking track, a big gym, a studio for active living, 2 ice rinks, and even a pool. So if you're looking for a place to hang out and have some fun, that's the spot to be. You know, the schools here in Mineola are really something else. This neighborhood has not one but 2 of the best elementary schools in Mississauga, which are the Kinoli Primary School and Mineola Primary School. And living in Mineola puts you right in the south end of Mississauga, making it super convenient if you need to get around. Plus, there's a GO station just off Lakeshore Road here, so commuting to different parts of Toronto is a breeze. You've got easy access to major routes like highway like QEW and the city center. So let's talk about the houses here in Mineola. They range from cozy townhouses to grand state properties. You'll see everything from cute bungalows to fancy mansions. And one thing they all share is the big yards, which is why they often are on the priciest side. Now, when it comes to prices, it's a bit all over the place. A single detached home might set you back around 2.5 to 3 million here, while a semi-detached is around 1.4 million. And if you're into condos, they're a bit more affordable, averaging around 600 to 700k, and the townhouses are around 1 million. So if you are into the whole vibe of Mineola with its beautiful green surrounding and super friendly atmosphere, you're gonna be totally smitten with what this neighborhood has got going on. I mean, they've got top-notch schools, lots of fun stuff to do. It's just the perfect place for cozy suburban living, you know. All right, now let's move on to the next top spot, which is the neighborhood of Streetsville. This place is like stepping back in time with all these cute houses from 1800s. Let's head over there and see what makes it so very special. Okay, I want to take you to our number 4 spot in our top 5 list, which is the neighborhood of Streetsville, also known as the village in the city of Mississauga. Streetsville has this special vibe with its old houses, churches, and train tracks, all adding to its unique charm. Oh, and don't forget about the Riverview Park of Britannia West, because you'll get awesome river views from there. Then you also have Lorne Park off Falconer Drive. That is another cool spot to enjoy nature. And how could we not mention about the annual Bread and Honey Festival? It's a blast with live performances, carnival, rides, games, and tasty food for the whole family. Now, if you're thinking about schools in Streetsville, you have got Vista Heights Public School, which is one of the best elementary schools, and it's also French immersions too. So your kids can learn both English and French at the same time. They have Dolphin Senior Public School and then Streetsville Secondary School that are also top-notch options for your kiddos. And now if you're thinking about heading from Streetsville to downtown Toronto, it's about 40 minutes drive. You can either take Mississauga Road or Cawthra Road, then hop onto Gardner Expressway. If you're using public transit, it will take you about an hour to an hour and a half. The quickest way is to bus from Queen Street South and Britannia Road, which will get you to Union Station in just about an hour. Okay, so welcome to Streetsville. The houses here are old homes that are kept really nice because people here take pride in their homes. There are newer homes as well as you move towards the edges of the village. There are all sorts of detached homes and townhouses. The detached house over here costs around 1.4 million, semi around 1.2, condos around 550, and townhouses around 1.1 million. Streetsville has a mix of old and new homes, which is why it's such a popular place in Mississauga. For those who love vibrant neighborhoods with a hint of history, Streetsville is the perfect place for you. This neighborhood is rich in history, has busy streets, and offers a diverse range of facilities that suits everyone's taste. And now we are down to our last top neighborhood, which is Erin Mills. And it's well known for its safe, family-friendly environment. Let's see what makes it an incredible place to live. Alright, our last but not the least, our number 5 spot on our top 5 list is the neighborhood of Erin Mills. It's a really nice place, safe and perfect for families. The houses here are beautiful and the landscape is amazing. There are hills, winding streets, and lots of big trees. And then the heart of Erin Mills is the Erin Mills Town Center. It's like the neighborhood hangout spot, especially for families. And they've got pools, sports teams, and even library here. And don't forget about Visual Arts Mississauga. They have cool art classes for kids and adults too. And if you're into golf, there are lots of golf courses nearby like the Credit Valley Golf and Country Club. And now let's talk about schools here. Erin Mills has some really good schools as well, like Brookmead Public School and All Saints Catholic School. They are known for being great places to learn, which is awesome for families who care about their kids' education. And if you need to go to places, it's so easy. Highway 403 and QEW are just close by. And if you're heading into Toronto, there's Go Station just a quick drive away. Alright, let me show you around the neighborhood of Erin Mills. Erin Mills has all sort of homes, from cozy bungalows to fancy new ones built just the way you like. You'll find townhouses here, semis, detached houses, so there's something for everyone. It's pretty nice here, but living in Erin Mills can be a bit pricey. On average, the detached home is around 1.5 million here. So if you're eyeing on a semi-detached home, you're looking for around 1.1 to 1.2 million. Condos are a bit cheaper, of around 550K, and townhouses are just around $1 million. So there you have it. Mississauga is an awesome city right next to Toronto, and let me tell you, it's got so much going on. From bustling neighborhoods to peaceful parks, there's always something to explore. If you're in the market to buy or sell your next home, whether it's right here in Mississauga or anywhere in Greater Toronto area, feel free to reach out. I'm here to assist you in every step possible. You can find all my contact details below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button on my channel. Thanks everyone for watching. See you in the next video.